All right, so technically you already know how to do this. We did it last week in the first challenge. All right, so I would challenge you to try to do this yourself. Here's the thing though. I haven't actually tested this Terraform yet. I haven't made sure that everything works as intended. Yes, I can SSH into things and I can forward traffic, or I can like SSH into my private instance from my bastion host. However, I'm not sure that installing everything and doing my traffic forwarding, everything's going to work nicely. So I'm going to keep going. You can watch these videos. You can just try it yourself and then catch up later if it turns out you need to debug something. But anywho, we have our NGINX installed on our private instance. I was exploring some of the files, so that's why I'm in the wrong folder. But if you see, now we're in the root directory. All right, so we are going to cd into /user without the e /share/nginx/html. And then we're going to look at this index.html file. All right, so I'm going to type in sudo so that way I can actually edit it, nano, and then index.html. And now I should be able to edit my file. I can say something like, yay me. And then maybe something like, I love to deploy stuff. And then, I don't know, maybe we want to get fancy. I'm going to say something like, you can do it too. All right. I'm kind of done now. All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and just delete the rest of this. And I'm too lazy to look up how to do this faster than just holding my backspace key. But if you look it up, please let me know because that would be helpful information so I can do things quicker and be less lazy. All right. So now that we have that, we are going to save it. All right. And then we should be able to say curl localhost. We should not because we didn't start it. So we should be able to say sudo systemctl start nginx, and then we should be able to say curl local host, and yay me pops up. All right, so I can get out of my private instance now, back in my bastion host. Let's go ahead and curl that private instance because they should be able to communicate with each other through the default table, and we see the yay me, so that works. All right, now let's go ahead and we need to set up the proxy so that way we can forward traffic from our public to our private. So I'm going to go ahead and SSH into it. Okay. And then now this time we need to edit the configuration. So I am going to cd into /etc/nginx. And then let's take a look at where we're at. And we have conf-d. Also, side note, let me check NGINX version. I was playing around with this, so I'm pretty sure that I already installed sudo nginx-v. All right, so let me do sudo yum install nginx because I don't remember if I installed it. All right, now I did. So now I'm going to go ahead and clear and then ls. All right, now we have more files. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this conf-d and I don't see anything. I'm going to take a look at the nginx.conf. All right. Trying to figure out which file I'm editing, and I don't really want to look up the docs. So that looks pretty good, so I'm going to try it. So I'm going to say sudo nano nginx.conf. All right. And let's go down to our server block. And we are going to add location / because whenever we hit that index path, we then want to do the proxy pass. And we want to go to http:// and then we want to go to our private IP address, which is right here. And then we're going to do our semicolon, and that, hopefully, my friends, is what we need to do. So I'm going to exit out and save. All right, so now I should be able to do curl local host, and I couldn't connect because I didn't start it. So sudo systemctl start NGINX. Right now I should be able to curl localhost, and I see my yay me, which means that we are redirecting appropriately. So I should be able to then go to my public EC2 instance, my public IP address. I should be able to paste it in up here. And hopefully, we see my yay me. I love to deploy stuff. You can do it too. All right, and that concludes this challenge. I'll see you next week.